Surely I can make my own video games.
No, you piece of trash.
Wait, no. 3 years ago, I thought this would be easy, but today I am humbled. Now let me show you what 3 years of game development really looks like. Before it all started, I was just a kid with a dream and way too much free time. I'd play Minecraft, watch YouTube, and go to school every day while the world moved by. Until one day it didn't. A virus had began sweeping the globe, causing everything to shut down. Even school. No homework, no after-school sports, no responsibilities. Yippee! Only problem, a new level of boredom had hit me, and with that, a dash of sparkling inspiration for a quest to build a dream game that would take several years. The basic idea of the game was a survival game with a combination of both Minecraft and Fortnite. But how do you even make games? Is it even possible? And surely it couldn't take that long. Oh shit. Well, better get started now. So I bought a book on Unreal Engine and ordered a new laptop for my birthday because Unreal would probably nuke my old Chromebook. Once I received my book, I took notes, watched more YouTube, and studied the art of game design. I was mainly inspired by YouTubers such as Danny, Tantan, and Pontypants. Once my laptop had arrived, I could finally begin the journey. You know, maybe I'll just not. I then threw my laptop away, never to be touched by game development ever again. The end. Just kidding. After a while, I actually started making progress in Unreal by creating my first real game. I mean, just look at it. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. Wow, a true masterpiece. Revolutionary gameplay, amazing, 10 out of 10. The next game I made was the first time I'd ever done any 3D modeling. Don't judge, that's supposed to be a bird, and that one's like a zombie bird thing. Don't ask, it's a long story. I then showed the game to my friends, and their reactions were, well, amazing, unmatched friendship, and undying support. They even sent me a smiley face. I'm gonna cry. Also, can we just take a second to appreciate this message, because I was so freaking annoying in this group chat. Anyways, good job past me. Moving on. Around that time, I made a new YouTube channel called Legendary Galaxy Gaming. Yep. Bruh. Genius. And here's my first video. Stop, turn it off before people leave in droves. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. After trying out Unreal for some time, I remembered the mission. Build my dream game. The plan was simple. I'd just make the game in Unreal Engine. Oh, it's actually pretty simple. So I got to work making 3D models, learning to code, and creating sketches of the finished game. The only problem? I would need more knowledge, as my current brain was, well, underdeveloped. So I started small by making projects dealing with features that would eventually be added on to future games, such as multiplayer, where I'd make a 3D version of Agario, or shooting, where I'd make a horror story game based off my friends' 3D models, because I couldn't 3D model for shit. I would then upload clips of my progress on a new channel with an even greater name, The Ultimate Dev Dude. Oh my god, is this not the best content you've seen all year? It better be. My dream game kept building on itself with more features like enemy pathfinding, different spells, waves of enemies, and bosses. I even had this bug where enemies became so big they were almost the size of your mom. Sorry, I had too much Danny for lunch. Anyways, the game also had new decorations, such as trees, grass, and rock. Yeah, I should go outside more often, rather than just making this fake nature. Over these 3 months... Shut up, stomach. I'm trying to do a voice recording, okay? Anyways, over these 3 months of work, everything was going well. Almost a little too well. June 69. Something terrible. Disaster had struck. I had recently bought a USB, a storage device, in order to back up my game, which was a smart thing. Wrong. 3 months into game development, and the USB had corrupted. I started to cry. This was the longest time I had spent on anything, and it was all gone, reduced to atoms. I managed to recover an older version of the game from a few weeks back, but by then, the damage had been done, and that was the last time I used Unreal Engine. What if I made a game without an engine? Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, but what about going outside, actually having a life, or the sacrifice with friends and family? Nope, game engine it is. Whee! I'd never written a single line of code in my life, and here I was trying to write code in C# with only a framework, which actually turned out quite nice considering I had sprained my ankle playing football and was stuck inside for the rest of the winter. The game I made was basically a rage game that somehow I even ported to my phone, which was pretty cool. The only bad part was the game was extremely hard. Like, the furthest I got was like level 5, and there was like 100 levels. Anyways, after that, I'd go back to make a different version of my dream game, but this time in the form of a voxel game, just without the game part. But it was still amazing with what I could do with just some noise. Also, this was how I coded at the time. After a while, I started to experiment with other things, like AI, the script that could play Chrome Dino, or play Snake automatically. Who or what do you think is at the door? A. Mr. Beast. B. The FBI. C, the subscribe button, because you should totally subscribe. I mean, look at this number. Only 0.1% of people are actually subscribed. So go do it right now or else. Or finally, D, a sketchy box with some wires in it, because it's D, sketchy box with some wires in it. So I got this Arduino kit, plugged some things into the other thing and made this light bulb turn on. And yeah, I'm too understand any of this, so yeet. And I've never touched that box to this day. I also did some experimenting within Minecraft commands and modding. Bruh. Also, can we just take a second to appreciate this epic gamer clip? Okay, enough messing around, let's get back to some game dev. With Unity, the powerhouse of indie game developers, and it only takes 12 freaking hours to load. Are you kidding me? Although this time, I had made a 2D version of the previous bird game, and a new and improved bird drawing without wings and that thing. The game was eventually uploaded to itch.io, so I could play it during school until it got blocked. RIP. After that, I thought, a multiplayer game would be fun to make and also impossible to do in a week, so I did that in a matter of a week of copying and pasting from this tutorial. It was done, other than the 3D models, which were also replaced. So my friends did this when we played the game. Really? Among Us jokes right now? Well, at the time, I also had another attempt at my dream game, but this time a bit more focused on the mechanics and actual gameplay rather than the 3D models, or whatever you call this abomination. This time, the game featured stunning visuals like Bean. On the mechanics side, I had an inventory, wave spawning, and building 90s. Then Unity changed its monetization. Unacceptable. Unity in 2023 is now cringe, and Godot is the new meta. Which brings me to today and this channel, Mr. Bob, where I've made multiple videos on Carlson, Mario AI, a multiplayer FPS based on that game I made earlier in Unreal. I'm not going to mention that one, and more Carlson. Oh, and I forgot to mention this Minecraft channel, but we're not going to talk about that. Also, another small project I never uploaded was this 2D game that was supposed to be Palworld 2D, but I never really got around to finishing it. So, moral of the story, I still don't even know how to make a proper video game, let alone my dream game. But that's not to say that I haven't learned anything, as over the last 3 years, I've learned to code, make 3D models, run a somewhat successful YouTube channel, meet fellow game developer enthusiasts, and touch grass. Oh, never mind that last one. This only leaves with one thing unfinished, my dream game. For the past year, I've been building and gathering all my past knowledge to work on this one single project, Nexus, a game engine as the foundation to build the dream, and work has just gone underway. Wait, am I freaking stupid? Oh my. Subscribe.